You've been lied to. By society telling you you're never enough. By people who said your dreams were too big. And by your own voice whispering that you'll never be strong enough to change. But this is the story of one woman, a Texas girl with big faith, stubborn courage, and a heart that refused to stay small, who finally stopped believing the lies that were breaking her. She grew up believing the same lie millions of women silently carry. If I'm not perfect, I'm nothing. She tried to smile harder, work faster, do more, be more. She wanted to be the reliable one, the strong one, the girl who never breaks. But underneath all the confidence she performed for the world, she carried fears she never admitted, fear of failing. Fear of being judged, fear that if people saw the real her, they would walk away. Every morning she painted strength over her insecurities, like makeup covering a bruise. And every night she washed her face only to see the truth staring back at her. She didn't like the girl in the mirror, because she didn't know who she was anymore. People saw her success. People saw her leadership. People saw a woman who always knew what she was doing. But they never saw the nights when her anxiety kept her awake until sunrise. They never saw the mornings she sat in her car, hands trembling before walking into work. They never saw her feeling like an imposter in the life she built. One evening, it finally caught up with her. She locked herself in the bathroom, sank to the cold tile floor, and whispered the words she'd been hiding, "I can't keep pretending anymore." It wasn't weakness speaking. It was truth, truth that had been waiting to be heard. She had spent years running from pain, from shame, from her own reflection. But life has a way of slowing you down when you need it most. For her, it came in small moments, the moment she snapped at her loved ones for no reason. The moment she broke down in the grocery store aisle. The moment she realized she didn't remember the last time she felt joy. These weren't failures. These were alarms saying, "You're living a life that doesn't belong to you." And for the first time, she stopped running long enough to listen. She stood in front of the mirror, red eyes, tired face, shaky breath, and she made a promise: no more lies. I will not betray myself again. Not by staying quiet. Not by pretending. Not by living for approval. From that day, she started telling the truth, even when it was uncomfortable. Even when it disappointed people. Even when it forced her to grow. She wrote her real fears in a journal. She admitted her struggles to friends. She set boundaries in places she always allowed chaos. Piece by piece, she reclaimed the girl she lost. Healing wasn't a straight line. Some days she rose like a warrior. Other days she cried like a child. But every day, she showed up. She learned to separate guilt from responsibility. She learned to say no without apologizing. She learned that progress is not perfection, it's honesty. And slowly, she became the woman she once looked for in others, strong but soft. Humble but unbreakable. Flawed but fearless. Her life didn't become easier, she just became braver. She realized something powerful. Every lie she believed wasn't placed there by the world, she put them there. And she had the power to remove them. She learned that the girl in the mirror, the real one, deserved love before achievement, rest before approval, and truth before perfection. And this is the message she gives every woman who listens. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are not limited by your past. You are not required to be perfect to be worthy. Girl, wash your face. Look yourself in the eyes. And meet the version of you that's been waiting to be free. Because the world doesn't need a flawless woman. It needs a real one. The story isn't about becoming someone better for the world. It's about becoming someone honest for yourself. When you wash your face, you're not just removing makeup. You're removing the lies you were never meant to carry. Choose truth over perfection. Choose courage over approval. Choose yourself. Because your real life begins the moment you do.